While we knew what we were offering him was nothing close to what he actually experienced on Extreme Chef, LJ Klink agreed to participate in a little mini extreme challenge with us. We had a handful of implements for him to use, some fresh fish that had been caught by our photographer, Kelly Huff, and we turned him loose, and to my amazement, in less than a half hour, he presented us with a really tasty dish. Flavored water.
Flavor?
Because I know it's going to do you some good. We'll do sea salt.
Okay, good. Nice, nice. All right.
A cutting tool.
And a cutting. Oh, wow.
And another kind of cutting tool.
Callus remover. And what's the other one?
Toenail trimmer. At least it's a toenail trimmer, not a cuticle trimmer.
Kelly's tomato.
A tomato.
And there's 6 of them. Make them work.
Six matches. All right. Say that I learned this in Boy Scouts, but I got kicked out of Cub Scouts, and that's a true story. Get a good fire going here. I'm going to create what in French terms they call une paupiette, which is in paper, but we're going to use it in foil. We're going to cook on the coals if we can get that fire burning with that. Okay, we're going to do a berry propel steamed crappie and paupiette. So get some salt. You got to have seasonings. Sea salt. I'm gonna get a little bit of that juice of the tomato in there, some sweetness. We're gonna use the crumbs and the cheese as a filling. I know that the hardest part of that is gonna be getting that filling hot and getting that breadcrumbs to set up. And what it's gonna do is the juices of the fish and a little bit of that propel will actually steam it, and it will absorb, and it should give it that soft, stuffing type feel that you would get if you were, you know, having stuffing with your Thanksgiving turkey. For the homies that can't be here. All right, there we go. And in the fire we go. Now it's just up to the fire to do its job. When it steams, what happens is the proteins shrink. When they shrink, it gives it that firmness. Anybody want duck breast? We could sear that up while we're at it. I got some crackers. That would have been the smarter thing to do, would have lure a duck in. But we've got it going at this point, so. And I'm gonna do one of these modern approaches where it's a square plate, not a round plate. Presentation is everything. People eat with their eyes first, their nose second, and their mouth last. And they'd be ashamed to waste all these extra ones. So. We should expect it to look like a kind of like a fish cheese sandwich without the bread. Okay. It should have the cheese inside, and the fish should be on the outside and be nice, white and firm, and the inside should be delicate and wonderful and flavorful. So we'll see what we can do. I don't know if you can see with the camera there, but it's got some good heat. Oh, see, if you look at it, look at that steam. How beautiful that is. Actually, you can tell that it's done. See the proteins that are coming up right on top? If fish is overcooked, that whole top of that will have all these little proteins out. Right as those start to come, or right before, you know that the fish is done. And I want to cut this so I can highlight this beautiful filling. I'm going to put this smaller piece down first. Now we can move this. And we can't waste the stuffing, so we'll put that in there. And there we have just stuffed crappie en paupiette with essence of berry and tomato.
Now, when you looked at this stuff, when I was putting it out, bringing it out, you reacted excitedly to everything.
Yeah, there were some great elements there. The funniest part was the one cherry tomato. That it actually was a little beautiful tomato that had lots of flavor. But I wanted to, and I used that nail scraper because I wanted to break that up. I didn't want it to just be the tomato in there. I wanted to get the juices in there and the sweetness from that. And that was wonderful. That was a nice little flavoring component. But with the crackers and the fat that you got from the cheese and the crappie being fresh and beautiful, it was actually very exciting. And it came out perfect, and that steam, just as I had hoped, came through and cooked the fish.